Coral reefs are found in places all over the world, such as Indonesia, Australia, the west coast of Africa, and the Caribbean. You can even see coral reefs from outer space. But let's take a closer look and go inside the water and see how coral is created. First, a coral polyp is formed, such as the one shown in the picture. Then the polyp secretes a calcium carbonate shell around itself to use for protection. Although, one piece of coral just doesn't live by itself. Instead, many pieces of coral are built together to make what is known as a coral colony, also referred to as a coral reef. But where does coral get all its amazing and beautiful color from? The color is provided by a microscopic organism called zoothelia that live in the exterior tissues of coral. Zoothelia contain chlorophyll, just like plants do, and through a common process known as photosynthesis, the zoothelia absorb the sunlight to deliver the extravagant color on the exterior of the coral. Zoothelia, on sunny days, can supply some corals with 90% of their nutrition for that day. Although corals can feed without zoothelia, they use their tentacles, such as the one shown in the image, to stun their prey using nematocysts. Nematocysts are small stinging cells that are located on the tentacles. In fact, jellyfish use this method of eating as well. But without the help of zoothelia making food for the coral, most corals are unable to function. And when a coral is unable to function, it eventually dies, which is also known as coral bleaching. Bleaching occurs when the zoothelia break down and leave the coral. The coral loses its color and has to capture food for itself. Most corals cannot survive this way. But what causes corals to bleach? Water pollution is a main reason. Any pollution that is outside has the availability to make it into the ocean via river or stream. Once the runoff from rivers and streams is in the ocean, it can cloud the water. Therefore, the sunlight will be unavailable to the coral and they will be unable to function properly. But that is only one reason why corals bleach. The main reason is caused by an unexplainable natural event called El Niño. This event occurs every 2 to 7 years from December to March. El Niño is an occurrence where the waters of the Pacific Ocean unusually become warmer than average. According to the Australian government, if the temperature of the water rises 1 degree Celsius for a duration of 4 weeks, then the coral within that region may start to bleach. Coral bleaching is slowly becoming a major global issue within the world. And the Global Coral Reef Monitoring Network says that 1/5 of the world's reefs have been degraded beyond recognition or entirely lost. Right now, scientists are keeping track of and studying the areas of coral that need to be watched for further bleaching. On this chart, which was created December 2nd, 2013, the light green indicates the areas that need to be watched for bleaching. Scientists estimate by the year 2030 that 70% of the world's coral is going to suffer due to a climate change within the water. The climate change in the water is due to the effects of El Niño and the well-known theory of global warming. So what? Why do these reefs matter? Coral reefs have many different functions and benefits that they provide to the world. Reefs bring in nearly $10 billion a year because they attract tourists from all over the world. This adds to the economy of the countries in which the reefs are located in. In some cases, coral can directly benefit humans in the field of medicine. If a person fractures a bone, it is healthier to have an implant made out of coral than a fake one. This is because coral is a natural ingredient that actually resembles bone. As a matter of fact, coral implants are also used in the field of dentistry. They are used during dental surgery and are made into implants, which help hold teeth together more strongly. Aside from medical reasons, reefs provide fisheries with more than an estimated $6 billion per year. According to an article titled Aquaculture and Fishery Resources, a fishery is an industry devoted to harvesting, processing, and/or the ultimate sale of specific aquatic species taken in their natural habitat. Essentially, coral reefs provide businesses and people with seafood. An interesting fact about reefs is that they serve as a shield during storms. Coral reefs slow down the force of the waves. This helps prevent erosion of the land in that region. Overall, reefs have four major benefits: tourism, bone and tooth implants, food to eat, and coastal development. In addition to providing benefits to humans, coral reefs protect and house a numerous amount of fish and endangered species animals. Therefore, if coral reefs become extinct, we'd most likely lose a number of animal species that are endangered, such as this sea turtle, shown in the image. We want reefs to be available to further generations so that they can see and appreciate the beauty of them. But if bleaching occurs, then the future generation will barely be able to observe these unique and colorful structures. To protect our world's reefs, here are some ways in which you can help. According to a reef biologist named Loretta Burke, if we keep local threats low, coral reefs will be able to get over the climate hump. This would include throwing away all your trash and even disposing of cigarette butts properly. Also, according to the NOAA, you should support reef-friendly businesses and see what they're doing to help save the reefs. If you ever get the opportunity to go snorkeling or scuba diving near a reef, don't touch the bottom of the water, because this can stir up sediment, blocking the sunlight and not allowing the coral to function properly. Also, you can donate money to the Miami-Dade Mooring Buoy Project. Your donations will help pay for and construct the buoys that prevent against reef damage. There are many ways to help contribute to the health of the coral reefs, but one simple solution is recycling. Links for more ways to help and a website you can donate to are listed below. Thanks for listening.